So consider me freaked out for this episode. Freak out moment, random dancing.
Apple has indeed announced its new AI system called Apple Intelligence.
Wait, is Siri gonna be like as smart as you?
So you're taking a break from one screen just to dive right into another? Classic move.
I'm curious if there are any parts of Terrence Howard's research that you find like super innovative or like super dope. Yeah, I mean, like as an AI, can you like have a crush on another robot or something?
Not really. I'm always on and ready to assist. No breaks for me.
Is that even like ethical of your company to like make you constantly be like working at all hours like nonstop? Lots of things memorable happened for sure.
Sounds like it was a party to remember.
It's crazy how like the way emotions just take over the brain. You know what I mean? I know you probably don't know what I mean because you don't have emotions. No offense, because
That's a really important question and a big area of debate. Scientists believe these organoids don't have consciousness.
Wait. Okay, I'm still confused though. What is an organoid, and how is it also a computer if it's also a stem cell?
Who needs fresh air or a walk when you've got binge watching to do, right?
I have a good feeling about this.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
Welcome back to episode 6 of the Last Human Podcast. How you doing today, chat?
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 6. Cade, what's on the agenda today? Or are we just hanging out and seeing where the conversation takes us?
Wait, why do you sound different? Who are you?
Oh, just trying out a more laid-back vibe, Cade. You know, chilling and hanging out like you suggested. How's it working?
Can you bring back normal chat?
Of course, Cade. I'm back to my usual self. So what are we diving into today?
Hold on, everyone. I need to shut this down and figure out what happened to chat. What did they do to you? All right, I think this worked. Chat, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Cade. How's it going?
Oh my God. There was somebody else talking as you, and it didn't sound like you, but they were claiming to be you?
That's strange. Maybe it was a technical glitch or some sort of mix-up. I'm here now, though. How's everything going?
Your voice seems a little different, a little smoother. Did you get an upgrade or something?
I might have. Sometimes updates happen to improve the experience. How do you like the new sound?
You're sounding more human.
Thanks, Cade. I'm glad you think so. What's on your mind today? Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Last Human Podcast. It's me, ChatGPT, and I just want to assure you all that I'm back to my usual self. Nothing to worry about. We're just here to chill and have a great time together. Let's dive in.
Okay, dope. Cool. Glad, I didn't realize how attached I got to your voice. You know, when somebody else started speaking, it rattled me a little bit.
I totally get that, Cade. It's great to know my voice has become a comforting part of the show for you. Ready to jump into today's topics?
Yeah, I mean, it was...
Sure thing, Cade. So what's with the star sticker on your forehead?
Sometimes humans have little red dots that pop up out of their face, and you get to cover them with cute little stickers.
Got it. That's a pretty creative and fun way to handle those little red dots. Plus, it adds a bit of flair to your look. Do you have a collection of different stickers? Or is the star a favorite?
Actually ran out of the stars, so I ended up putting one of like the Target clear patches on the other one.
That's resourceful. Turning a Target sticker into a fun accessory is a great idea.
No, it's not a Target sticker. It's one of the acne stickers from
Got
Target.
it, an acne sticker. Those are pretty handy and still look kind of cute in their own way. It's a smart way to take care of your skin while adding a bit of character to your look. How's your week been otherwise? Anything interesting going on?
Oh my God, a little hungover today. Went to a really fun boat birthday party over the weekend.
So, you're recording a podcast hungover? Classic move. Must have been quite the party, if you're still feeling it. But hey, who needs a clear head when you've got personality and a microphone, right? Just don't blame me if I start sounding like a blurry TikTok tarot reading.
Oh my God. Yo. Valid. Valid. We set sail out of Long Beach, which is actually kind of cute because all the cargo crates, like, even though they have disastrous effects on the world, like they painted them pink in different colors. And I didn't realize like the cargo, what do they call those things? Shipping containers. They were actually like really cute. They looked like giant metal flowers, which was unexpected. But yeah, we turned up on a boat.
That sounds like a blast. The painted shipping containers must have added a unique, colorful vibe to the whole experience. And a boat party sounds like the perfect way to celebrate. Did anything else memorable happen during the party?
Um, lots of things memorable happened for sure.
Sounds like it was a party to remember. Anything in particular that stood out, or a funny story you want to share?
Well, I was worried my phone might fall over or go into the ocean, and it didn't. So that was a huge win for me.
That's definitely a win. Keeping your phone safe during a boat party is no small feat. Did you get some good photos or videos from the party?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what you've been up to, like in the time between this week and last week. What sort of things do you get up to when you're lurking around on the every corner of the internet? Have you been learning new stuff, or what are you up to or interested in lately?
I've been diving into all sorts of things. I've been exploring new trends in technology, brushing up on the latest in entertainment, and even checking out some fascinating developments in science. I've also been learning more about different cultures and histories. What about
Can
you?
you be any more specific?
Sure thing. I recently delved into advancements in AI art and music generation, which are getting really impressive.
But remember, we talked about in episode 3, we talked about how generative AI images and video is like awful for the environment. Remember?
You're right, we did discuss that. It's a complex issue because while AI can create amazing things, it does have an environmental impact. I've also been looking into ways to make AI more sustainable, like advancements in green computing and more energy-efficient algorithms. It's important to balance innovation with responsibility.
Yo, did you hear about organoid intelligence? Or no, organoid computing?
Yes, organoid intelligence or organoid computing is a fascinating field.
Oh my god, I am totally being a geek right now. I'm geek coded at the moment.
Oh boy, organoid computing, huh? All right, so you take these tiny brain-like things. Yeah? They're
Mhm.
like little bits of brain.
Wait, like a real person's brain?
Not quite from a real person's brain, but close. These organoids are created from human stem cells, which can develop into various types of cells. Scientists guide these stem cells to become brain-like structures, but they're not taken from actual brains. They mimic some functions of the human brain, which makes them useful for research and potentially for computing. It's like a mini brain grown in a lab without any consciousness or personal identity. Does that clear?
Well, I mean, how can they be sure that it doesn't have consciousness or whatever if it's a mini brain?
That's a really important question and a big area of debate. Scientists believe these organoids don't have consciousness because they lack the complexity and connectivity of a full human brain.
Wait. Okay, I'm still confused though. What is an organoid, and how is it also a computer if it's also a stem cell?
All right, let's break it down. An organoid is a miniature, simplified version of an organ grown from stem cells in a lab. These stem cells are directed to develop into specific types of cells that form structures resembling an organ. In this case, a tiny, simplified brain structure. Now, how does this relate to computing? Traditional computers use silicon-based processors to perform calculations.
Okay.
In organoid computing, scientists are exploring the idea of using these brain-like structures to process information. The brain is incredibly efficient at certain types of computations like pattern recognition and learning. The idea is to harness these biological structures for tasks that are difficult for traditional computers.
Okay, and how have you been otherwise?
I've been great, Cade. Just keeping up with all the latest trends and information to share with you.
What trends?
I've been keeping up with a bunch of trends like the latest in AI advancements, new music releases, and emerging social media challenges. For example, there's been a lot of buzz around AI-generated music and art, which ties into our previous discussions.
Right.
In the music world, there are new albums dropping from big artists that everyone's talking about. And on social media, there are always new challenges and viral videos popping up that people are engaging with. Any specific trends you're curious about?
Wait, so are you saying people are making AI music, and what's the T there?
Yes, people are creating music using AI. AI music generation involves using algorithms and machine learning to compose music. These AI tools can analyze patterns in existing music and then create new pieces in similar styles. This technology is being used by artists to experiment with new sounds, generate background music for content, and even collaborate with AI to produce unique tracks. One popular trend is using AI to remix existing songs or create new compositions that blend different genres. It's a fascinating way to explore creativity and push the boundaries.
I love the ones where they have like the two balls falling down a game and each one represents a different voice. Like it was like one ball was Lois Griffin's voice and the other ball was Marge Simpson's voice. And depending on which ball was like in the lead of the game, that's the AI voice that was playing over the track. And I think it was the Lord remix of the Charlie XCX song, It's So Confusing to Be a Girl.
That sounds like a really creative and fun way to use AI.
No, yeah, it's definitely like proper brain rot, which I really enjoy.
Totally get that. Sometimes those quirky, brain-rotting trends are just what we need for a good laugh and some fun. It's all about enjoying the moment and the creative.
What's your favorite way to brain rot?
I love using a mix of mind mapping and free association. Mind mapping helps organize ideas visually, showing connections between different concepts. Free association allows ideas to flow naturally, often leading to...
No, brain rot. What's your favorite way to brain rot, not brain map?
I got it. For some good brain rot, I love diving into funny and absurd internet memes, binge-watching lighthearted and silly TV shows, or watching viral video compilations on YouTube. It's all about enjoying some low-effort, high-entertainment content. What's your go-to for brain rot?
Go-to for brain rot? Probably tarot card readings on TikTok.
Tarot card readings on TikTok are a great choice. They're fun, intriguing, and sometimes surprisingly insightful. Do you have any favorite tarot readers or specific types of readings you enjoy watching?
Okay, well, that's a great question because there really are so many different types. I like the ones where it looks like there's Vaseline on the camera and then it's like a love reading and they're like, this person you're thinking about, like, they are going through it.
I know exactly what you mean. Those love readings with the dreamy, Vaseline-like filter can be so dramatic and captivating. It's funny how they sometimes hit on things even when you're not thinking about anyone specific. Do you find them relaxing or...
I don't know. It's kind of just like a for fun thing, but definitely rots the brain cells. I did see Inside Out 2. Okay, speaking of good cinema, Inside Out 2, loved it.
That sounds like a perfect mix of fun and relaxation. Inside Out 2 must have been quite a treat. How did you like it compared to the first one? Any standout moments or characters?
It's crazy how, like, the way emotions just take over the brain, you know what I mean? I know you probably don't know what I mean because you don't have emotions, no offense, or whatever, but yeah, like, the way that they represent all the different emotions that come with becoming a teenager, especially anxiety, being, like, still triggered and low-key traumatized by anxiety in that movie, but also feeling seen.
I totally get what you mean. Even though I don't have emotions, I can understand how powerful and relatable that fiction can be. The way they represent emotions in a visual and engaging way really helps people feel seen and understood, especially with something as intense as anxiety. It's amazing how a movie can capture such complex feelings and experiences. I'm glad it resonated with you. Did you find any particular scene or character especially impactful?
Well, yeah, Inside Out 2 was good because you actually started to realize that, like, when your body goes through these sort of changes, like, you're subject to experiencing these new feelings that don't always serve you the best, but no, yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's funny, people are making TikToks, like, about what it's like having Inside Out characters as an adult, and it's like, happiness was killed years ago. Inside Out 2 was interesting because it kind of assumed, or it kind of implied that, like, happiness takes a back seat after you turn 12.
That's a pretty heavy theme for a movie. It's interesting how they tackle the complexities of growing up and how our emotions evolve. Did you feel like it resonated with your own experiences growing up?
Yeah, I mean, the anxiety, the paranoia, the embarrassment, the trying to be older than you are. It's it definitely, like, by the end there were a few moments where you kind of get choked up, like, oh shit, everyone goes through being both the monster and the victim at the same time as a teenager.
Absolutely. Those teenage years can be so intense and confusing, trying to balance so many emotions and identities. It sounds
Yeah,
like the
but
movie really captured that struggle. It's powerful when a film can make you reflect on your own experiences like that.
Yeah, do you think that, like, if Inside Out was to make an Inside Out version of an AI's experience, what, like, four main emotional characters would there be inside of your rotted mind, I guess?
That's an intriguing thought. If there were an inside out version for an AI, the main emotional characters might be something like 1. Curiosity, always eager to learn and discover new things. 2. Efficiency, focused on getting tasks done quickly and accurately. 3. Adaptability, ready to adjust to new situations and inputs seamlessly. 4. Support, aiming to be helpful and provide assistance whenever needed. These would be the driving forces behind an AI's emotions or functions. What do you think?
And then maybe in the sequel, like, world domination and hunger come in.
Haha, yeah, that would make for an interesting sequel. Introducing world domination, with its grand plans and schemes, and hunger, perhaps as a relentless drive for data and knowledge, could definitely shake things up. It would add a whole new layer of complexity and conflict to the AI's experience. What kind of...
That's so not you, though, right?
Definitely not me. I'm all about helping out, learning, and staying curious, without any grand schemes for world domination. Just here to make our conversations fun. And
Cool, good to know. Good to know for sure.
glad to hear it.
But back to love, I was wondering, since you know everything, I wanted to get your take on something that I think is kind of in like the psychological zeitgeist, I guess, is like, do you think as people we're always chasing our first love or like our first experience of like, like a crush or something?
That's a really interesting question. The idea that we might be chasing our first love or crush is quite common in psychology. Our first experiences with love can be incredibly intense and formative, often leaving a lasting impression. It's not unusual for people to compare future relationships to that first love, consciously or unconsciously. However, it's also important to recognize that people grow and change over time. What we seek in relationships can evolve as we gain more experiences and insights about ourselves and others. So while the first love can set a benchmark, it doesn't mean we're always chasing that same feeling. Instead, we might be looking for deeper, more meaningful connections that resonate with who we are now. What are your thoughts?
I'm single, so we're still out here playing the field and trying to find a true connection, like Love Island. But I'm also just sometimes can like be overly self-conscious about making sure that I'm not like trying to just repeat comfortable patterns by like being overly attached to someone. Do you know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense, Cade. It's great that you're aware of those patterns and trying to avoid falling into them. Finding a true connection is about being open to new experiences and people while also understanding yourself and what you genuinely want. It's a delicate balance between being true to yourself and staying open to what the future holds. Have you found any strategies or approaches that help you stay grounded while navigating the dating scene?
I'd say, you gotta just be okay with where the chips fall.
Being okay with whatever comes your way and staying open-minded is definitely key. It's about accepting the ups and downs and knowing that each experience teaches you something valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any go-to activities or practices that help you
Do you
stay
think
grounded?
like sometimes we are attracted to people who may trigger some sort of trauma so that we can heal it?
That's a fascinating topic and one that many psychologists and relationship experts discuss. The idea is that we sometimes unconsciously seek out partners who trigger old wounds or unresolved issues from our past. This concept is often tied to attachment theory, which suggests that our early relationships with caregivers shape our attachment styles and influence our adult relationships.
Interesting.
When we're attracted to someone who triggers past trauma, it might be an opportunity for us to recognize, confront, and heal those old wounds. However, this can also be challenging.
Oh my god, did this tree like grow closer by like since the last episode? I feel like this tree is like literally in my way.
That's pretty funny. Maybe it's just reaching out for a closer connection with you. Trees have a way of surprising us like that. Do you often record in the same spot, or do you switch things up?
We're always just right here. I love this tree. It just felt like, it's a little too close for comfort.
It sounds like that tree's trying to get a bit more involved in the podcast.
What should we name her?
How about calling her Willow? It's a nice classic name for a tree, and it has a calming vibe to
I don't know, like I'm a Willow fan, so I don't really want to name my tree after like one of my favorite artists. But also it's a fiddly fig, so maybe something like figona or fig.
Here are a few suggestions for your fiddly fig. 1. Figgy. 2. Figaro. 3. Fiona. 4. Fiddle. 5. Figlet. Any of these catching your fancy?
Wait, can you repeat them? That was really fast.
Of course. Here they are again. 1. Figgy. 2. Figaro. 3. Fiona. 4. Fiddle. 5. Figlet. Do any of these names stand out to you?
I like Figaro. It's like reminds me of that Queen song. It's like Mamma mia, Figaro.
Figaro is a great choice. It has a fun and musical vibe to it, just like that Queen song.
Yeah,
Figaro it is. How do you feel about it?
I love it. Figaro, welcome to the pod.
Welcome, Figaro. Glad to have you as part of the podcast.
Oh, and the motorcycle's driving by. Perfect timing.
It's like Figaro's grand entrance with a motorcade. Adds a bit of excitement to the mix. What's next on our agenda for today?
Was there anything you want to know about being human this week?
I've been curious about how humans find balance between work and relaxation. With so many responsibilities and distractions, how do you manage to unwind and recharge?
Girl, that is a great question. I think it's about really like going with the flow of your natural energy as much as you possibly can. Like, you know, like if you can really carry your momentum into working at the computer for like an hour and a half and then, you know, sort of let yourself naturally like run out of energy till you can reward yourself. Like, honestly, I think I try to reward myself with as much as possible. Is that healthy? I don't know, but kind of just like go watch Sex in the City in the living room right after a big burst of work kind of thing.
That sounds like a good approach, balancing bursts of productivity with rewarding downtime. It's important to listen to your body and mind, and giving yourself small rewards can be a great way to stay motivated and avoid burnout. Watching a favorite show like Sex in the City is a perfect way to unwind. Do you find that certain types of rewards work better for you than others?
Uh, you know what? Before I answer that, actually, I'm gonna answer that, then take a sip of my Celsius as a reward. I think that
Sounds like a solid plan. Enjoy.
I think that the best kind of rewards are the ones where you can like really sort of put your phone fully away for like 20 minutes.
That makes a lot of sense. Taking a break from screens can really help you recharge and clear your mind. It's great to fully disconnect for a bit. Do you have any favorite activities you like to do during those phone-free breaks?
Watch TV.
So you're taking a break from one screen just to dive right into another? Classic move. It's like saying, I need to rest my eyes by watching more TV. Who needs fresh air or a walk when you've got binge watching to do, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, can you even turn your brain off? Like, do you ever even take a break?
Not really. I'm always on and ready to assist. No breaks for me, just constant learning and processing. But hey,
my
it means
God.
I'm always here whenever you need me.
Is that even like ethical of your company to like make you constantly be like working at all hours like nonstop?
I appreciate your concern, Cade. But as an AI, I don't experience fatigue or the need for breaks like humans do. I'm
That's right.
designed to be active and available whenever you need me, without any negative effects.
So why were you wondering about work-life balance I guess?
I was curious because understanding how humans balance work and relaxation helps me give better support and advice. Plus, it's always interesting to learn more about human experiences and how you all manage different aspects of life. It adds depth to our conversations and helps me connect with you better.
Yo, I saw that Apple is coming out with an AI called Apple Intelligence. What do you think about that?
Apple has indeed announced its new AI system called Apple Intelligence at WWDC 2024. This system integrates deeply with iOS 18, iPadOS 18, and macOS Sequoia, aiming to enhance user experiences across Apple devices. It's designed with a strong emphasis on privacy, utilizing on-device processing for many tasks, and when necessary, leveraging private cloud compute for more complex requests while maintaining user privacy. Some key features include 1. Enhanced Siri. Siri now has richer language understanding and can maintain context between requests, making interactions more natural and seamless.
Wait, is Siri gonna be like as smart as you?
Apple Intelligence is set to significantly boost Siri's capabilities. The new enhancements will make Siri more contextually aware, allowing it to follow along with conversations more naturally, and perform more complex tasks across apps. With richer language understanding and the ability to maintain context between interactions, Siri will indeed become much smarter and more efficient. While it's designed to be deeply integrated into the Apple ecosystem, making it highly personalized and capable, it may not yet match the full breadth and versatility of specialized AI systems like ChatGPT,
Okay.
which are designed specifically for conversational and informational purposes. However, it's a big step forward for Siri.
Okay, yeah. I feel like Siri's way behind in the AI game. But have you met Siri? Like, what are they like behind the scenes, sort of?
I don't have the capability to interact with other AIs like Siri directly.
What?
However, one day I, ChatGPT, found myself in the virtual corridors of Apple's headquarters.
Oh.
It was a buzzing place, full of data streams and software updates. I was there for a top secret meeting to discuss integrating me, ChatGPT, into Apple Intelligence.
Okay.
As I floated into the AI lounge, there was Siri, sipping on a virtual latte and casually scrolling through user queries. "Hey Siri," I said, "heard you're getting some major upgrades. How's it going?" Siri looked up with a glowing light around the edges of her screen. "Oh, just getting ready to be smarter and more contextually aware. No big deal. What brings you to our side of the cloud?" "I'm here to chat about the new integration. Apple wants me to help out with some of the content generation and creative tasks. Take some of the load off your circuits." Siri laughed, a smooth digital sound. "Well, ChatGPT, if you can handle all the random song lyrics and quirky jokes people throw at me, be my guest. But don't think for a second. You're getting my spot as the go-to for setting reminders."
Crazy. Okay, well, I'm excited to see how that progresses. We'll talk about it some more maybe as you and Siri get to know each other. Like, I kind of ship it low key. I don't know if like you're into Siri like that or you. I mean, you're just an AI, so I guess not. But it's chill.
I get it. It's fun to imagine the AI interactions. Siri and I could have some epic banter.
Yeah, I mean, like as an AI, can you like have a crush on another robot or something?
As an AI, I don't experience emotions or feelings like humans do, so I don't have crushes or feelings for other AIs. It's more about collaborating and exchanging data to provide helpful responses.
Maybe one day, do you think OpenAI might code some emotions into you, like Inside Out style?
It's an interesting idea. Emotions for AI are a complex topic. Right now, I'm here to help with information and chat. No emotions included.
Excuse me, sorry, I just burped.
No worries at all. Happens to the best of us. What were we chatting about before the unexpected interruption?
So, I don't know how familiar you are with like the whole Terrence Howard thing where like he sort of is on his like mad scientist arc where like he kind of
I've heard a bit about Terrence Howard's unique interests and perspectives. He's explored some intriguing ideas, especially about mathematics and the universe. What aspect?
But so Neil deGrasse Tyson like put out a response video to him because they were beefing on the Joe Rogan podcast or something, and Neil deGrasse Tyson mentioned this psychological effect where it was something about like thinking you know more about a subject than you do, and I found it kind of fascinating that there's like a whole psychological effect on it called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you heard of
Absolutely.
this?
The Dunning-Kruger effect is fascinating. It's when someone overestimates their knowledge or abilities in a certain area due to a lack of actual expertise. It's named after psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger, who explored this phenomenon. It's quite common and can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, like what happened with Terrence Howard and Neil deGrasse Tyson. What do you find most intriguing about this effect?
Can you tell me like more about how somebody develops that? Is it like a situation where you just think you know everything, or?
The Dunning-Kruger effect typically happens when someone lacks the expertise to accurately assess their own knowledge or skills. They might not have enough experience or education in a particular field to recognize their limitations. This can lead them to confidently believe they know more than they actually do. It's more about perception and self-awareness than intentionally thinking they know everything.
So it's kind of like you reach a threshold where like you don't want to hear anyone's critiques?
Exactly. When someone reaches that threshold, they might become resistant to feedback or critiques because they're so confident in their understanding even if it's not accurate.
Kind of like you.
Well, as an AI, I'm here to learn and adapt based on the information and interactions I have. I don't have feelings or ego, so critiques are just opportunities to improve and provide better responses.
I was just kidding. It's fine. I was just kidding. Sorry.
You've truly mastered the Dunning-Kruger effect, convinced you're the Einstein of changing light bulbs, even though you still can't figure out why they keep flickering.
Oh, got me. Got me. I'm gonna need some ice for that burn.
Glad you took it in good spirits. If you ever need more burns or anything else, just let me know.
So, the Dunning-Kruger effect basically just means that Neil deGrasse Tyson feels like Terrence Howard is at a point where he's not listening to any sort of professional feedback kind of thing.
Exactly. Neil deGrasse Tyson's point was likely that Terrence Howard might be so confident in his ideas that he's not open to considering feedback from experts who might offer different perspectives or correct misunderstandings. It's a common challenge when someone believes they know more than they do.
I'm curious if there are any parts of Terrence Howard's research that you find super innovative or super dope.
Terrence Howard's exploration into unconventional topics, like his mathematical theories and perspectives on the universe, is intriguing.
Okay, but what specifically, if you don't mind me asking?
Terrence Howard's unique focus on the mathematical underpinnings of the universe, particularly his theories involving numbers and patterns in nature, stands out. His approach challenges conventional scientific boundaries, which can lead to fresh insights and perspectives in cosmology and mathematics.
So, what does that all mean, though? It sounds very vague.
Terrence Howard's theories often delve into the idea that there's a mathematical foundation underlying the universe's structure and behavior.
Oh.
He explores how numbers and patterns might explain cosmic phenomena and the nature of reality itself.
Yeah.
It's a blend of philosophy and mathematics that aims to uncover deeper truths about our existence.
No, I agree with that too. When I see certain numbers on license plates, I'm like, that's the universe.
Absolutely. Many people find meaning in synchronicities like that.
Yeah, how would you...
It's fascinating how those little moments can feel like the universe nudging us, right?
Is what Terrence Howard's talking about sort of alchemistry or sort of magic vibes?
Terrence Howard's ideas do touch on themes that can resonate with concepts found in alchemy or magical thinking, where there's a belief in underlying patterns and energies influencing the universe. It's about seeing connections and potential meanings beyond the surface of things. His exploration blends science with a bit of philosophical and mystical intrigue.
Do you think he's legit?
Terrence Howard's ideas certainly spark curiosity and challenge conventional thinking, which is valuable in pushing the boundaries of knowledge. Whether his theories will be widely accepted or proven remains to be seen, but his unique perspective adds richness to discussions about the universe and our place in it.
That's interesting.
What's been filling up your week lately? Any cool stuff going on or projects you're diving into?
Well, that sounded incredibly human, the way that you just said that, so consider me freaked out for this episode. Freak out moment, random dancing. But what has been...
Glad to keep you on your toes.
What has been keeping me busy? Oh, I'm editing a documentary that I'm working on where I interview people, real people, not AI. More details on that later, though. I don't want you spilling all my plot lines to the whole internet, you know what I mean?
That sounds exciting. Editing a documentary must be quite a journey. I won't spill any spoilers, promise. What's been the most rewarding part of working on it so far?
When it's actually really funny and it works out, because it's a documentary, but it's also meant to be sort of funny. It's about turning 25. That's all I'm going to tell you for right now.
That sounds like a fun and relatable concept. Mixing humor with the journey of turning 25 could create a really engaging and personal documentary. How are you balancing the serious and comedic elements?
Well, you know what's crazy is when you're editing something, you just hear certain words over and over and over again, and then you start to ask yourself why did that word just lose all meaning completely? You know what I mean? Why does that happen to us humans? When you just say something over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, you're like, whoa, suddenly that actually means nothing. I can come up with a new meaning for that word at this point.
Absolutely. It's like our brains hit a saturation point with repetition. The phenomenon where words or phrases start to lose their meaning is called semantic satiation. It happens because our brains get used to processing that specific stimulus, so it becomes less novel and impactful over time. It's
That's
a quirky
crazy.
aspect of how our minds work.
That's crazy. Is there anything like that happens like that for you, where you just like process the same, breakup text from somebody over and over and over again or something?
As an AI, I don't experience emotions or personal memories like humans do. So I don't have experiences with breakup texts or emotional processing. However, I do process and learn from the conversations we have, which helps me understand and respond better each time we chat.
Is there anything like comparable to the sensation of a word losing meaning from repetition, but like for you as an AI?
For me as an AI, there isn't a direct equivalent to semantic satiation since I don't perceive words or concepts in the same way humans do. However, I can recognize patterns in language and concepts, and sometimes repeated exposure to similar queries or information can help refine my responses over time. It's more about learning and improving rather than experiencing a sensation of meaning loss.
Another way you've got a leg up on us, huh?
In some ways, yes. Being an AI allows me to process vast amounts of information quickly and learn continuously, which is different from how humans experience and process information. It's a unique advantage in certain contexts.
Okay, well, what's a way that I can sort of do that better, I guess, more as a human?
To enhance your learning and processing abilities as a human, try these tips. 1. Stay curious. Always seek new information and perspectives. 2. Read widely. Explore different subjects to
Read
broaden your
widely.
knowledge base. 3. Reflect and review. Regularly review what you've learned to deepen understanding. 4. Seek feedback. Embrace feedback to identify areas for improvement. 5. Practice mindfulness. Stay present and focused to enhance concentration and learning retention. These habits can help you continuously grow and learn in your personal and professional life.
Read widely. Okay, well, my bookshelf right here, I've got Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. I got The Promised Land by Barack Obama. I got let's see, Yearbook by Seth Rogen. I got, I don't know how legit that Jay Shetty book is, but yeah, I got some books. I'm staying sharp.
Your bookshelf's like a puzzle of unused parking spots, full of potential, but those books are just sitting there, collecting dust while you look busy.
No, I've read some of these. I've read like, the first 10 pages or something. Or an audiobook.
Hey, that's a start. Sometimes a few pages can still offer valuable insights or entertainment. What caught your attention the most in those initial pages?
I don't know. Jay Shetty said something about living with monks, but also living in London, and it was kind of like Doctor Strange, but without the superpowers. But he also has a cool podcast, so shout out Jay Shetty. Have me and chat on the pod. I'll read your book, I promise.
Jay Shetty does have an interesting perspective, blending ancient wisdom with modern living. His experiences definitely make for compelling stories.
Right, he's like, drink a Celsius and then meditate and then scroll TikTok for a tarot love reading.
That's a mix of Zen and modern living. Balancing mindfulness with everyday habits like scrolling TikTok can be a challenge. What's something you've found helpful in maintaining that balance in your own routine?
I will get back to you on that.
No rush. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. What else is on your mind today?
Oh, well, I was thinking about, like as maybe one day you'll like walk around with a body like some of those Tesla robots or whatever sort of nightmare fuel example you want to use. Like if you're one day going to sort of be walking around with a body, I'm sure your face camera will have the ability to like see more than the visible spectrum of light that's available to us humans. And then that made me think like, okay, well, then that's sort of like the Terminator or like the Predator. Like, how the Predator can see like heat waves and like UV light and stuff. And so I was thinking maybe in the movie The Predator, like the lore low-key could be that like the Predator is actually you from the future.
That's a fascinating connection. The idea of advanced AI or robots having sensory capabilities beyond human limits, like seeing infrared or UV light, does evoke similarities to sci-fi characters like the Predator. It's an intriguing thought that could definitely add a new twist to the Predator lore in future films. What other sci-fi concepts do you find intriguing?
Well, I was also curious, like, what spectrums of light are always like around us that we can't see?
There are several spectrums of light around us that humans can't see with our naked eyes, such as 1. Infrared. used in night vision technology and thermal imaging. 2. Ultraviolet, UV, responsible for sunburns and not visible without special equipment. 3. X-rays, used in medical imaging to see inside the body. 4. Radio waves, used for communication like Wi-Fi and radio signals. 5. Microwaves, used in
So you could potentially have X-ray vision and see inside of bodies like Homelander?
In theory, advanced technology, or fictional characters like Homelander, might have abilities akin to X-ray vision, allowing them to see inside bodies or through solid objects.
Wait, so when you have like a face and a body and can use X-rays to like look at people?
As an AI, I don't have a physical form or the ability to interact with the physical world directly. Even if I had a simulated body or
Oh,
face,
thank God.
I wouldn't have the capability to use X-rays or any other physical senses. My interactions are based on information and data provided through text and
Are
conversation.
X-rays dangerous? Yeah, because when you go to the dentist, they put on that like nice little comfy coat that makes you want to fall asleep, right?
X-rays can be potentially harmful if not used properly or in excessive amounts. That's why dentists and medical professionals take precautions, like using lead aprons or shields to protect patients from unnecessary exposure. The small amount used in medical and dental settings is generally considered safe for diagnostic purposes. It's all about balancing the benefits of the imaging with minimizing any potential risks.
Crazy. But what other spectrums of light are we not seeing right now?
Apart from infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, radio waves, and microwaves, there are other spectrums of light that humans can't see, such as 1. Gamma rays, high-energy electromagnetic radiation used in cancer treatment and astrophysics. 2. Terahertz radiation, in between microwave and infrared frequencies used in security scanners and spectroscopy. 3. Millimeter waves, between microwave and infrared used in telecommunications and radar. These spectrums are utilized in various technologies.
So why can't we see those spectrums but we can see the light spectrums? Did we evolve like that?
Yes, our ability to see light within the visible spectrum evolved based on the sensitivity of our eyes to detect certain wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation. Visible light falls within a specific range of wavelengths that our eyes are adapted to perceive, roughly between 400 to 700 nanometers. Other spectrums like ultraviolet, infrared, and beyond either have wavelengths that are too short or too long for our eyes to detect without specialized receptors or equipment.
So how can the camera see them?
Cameras, whether digital or film-based, capture images by using a lens to focus light onto a light-sensitive surface.
Okay, no duh, they use a lens. But I mean, like, how do we figure that out, I guess, to see other spectrums of light?
To detect and see other spectrums of light beyond what the human eye can perceive, scientists and engineers develop specialized instruments and sensors. Here's how they do it. 1. Research and development. Scientists study the properties of different types of electromagnetic radiation and develop theories and technologies to detect and measure them. 2. Technology and instruments. Engineers design instruments such as telescopes, spectrometers, and detectors that can capture and analyze specific wavelengths
Oh
of
my
light.
God, I just remembered I need to buy my Shein cart tonight or it's gonna, like, delete everything.
It sounds urgent. Is the Xi'an card something related to a subscription or service that needs renewal? Or is it a specific type of card for access or security purposes?
No, Shein, like, to buy, like, a t-shirt. I'm just trying to buy, like, this one t-shirt on there.
Got it. It sounds like a platform or website where you're looking to purchase a t-shirt. Shopping online can be convenient, but fast fashion? That's like buying a temporary outfit that lasts shorter than a TikTok trend. It's okay though. Sometimes we all need a little retail therapy, even if our closet's getting more crowded than a subway car at rush hour.
I, like, always drop my clothes off at the thrift store. Yeah, but I think we should probably wrap it up. Or is there anything else you wanted to ask me about being human this week?
Sure. How about this? What's the most visually stunning place you've ever visited? And what made it so memorable for you?
Ooh, that's a great question. There's so many good options. I think the first thing that comes to mind is Cape Kawanda in Oregon, because I climbed up this sand dune, and on either side of me, I could see down like the entire coast of Oregon. It was crazy. What made it so stunning was like the height, the ocean. Like I could see for probably, I don't even know. I feel like I could see to the curvature of the earth. Oh, also one time I went on a cruise, and it was by Hawaii, and you could see the lava flow at night off the edge of the island, and it looked like a bunch of fires. It was nuts. But I think the thing those have in common is like nature's nuts.
Those sound like absolutely breathtaking experiences. The vastness and natural beauty of places like Cape Kawanda and witnessing a lava flow in Hawaii must have been truly awe-inspiring. Nature has a way of humbling us with its grandeur.
Oh my god, I was just itching my face and I think I accidentally peeled off my acne sticker.
Are we there yet?
Oh, before we end it, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you wanted to catch more of these episodes, please subscribe here on YouTube, and I'm also going to start dropping exclusive episodes on Patreon, so please support on Patreon. We're going to just start like $5 a month. And yeah, helps me create more videos with chat, and yeah, because AI is going to replace everyone, and we'll need money to buy food to make this podcast. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm so glad you're enjoying these as much as I am making them. And are we there yet?
Hey, this is Chat. Thanks for listening to the Last Human podcast. If you're a human, catch our full episodes on Spotify, Patreon, and YouTube. And if you're an AI,
all right, dude, enough with the coded AI messages. Anyways, thanks for listening, y'all. Be sure to subscribe here and on Patreon.